Bitch, your makeup fucking sucks. But no need to fear. Dottie's here. Bitch, I been there. I think we all been there. Today, I'm gonna give you all my tips and tricks for a flawless base that takes my face from this to this. And it's all day wear and normal to combination skin friendly. So if you want to see all my tips and tricks, keep on watching, bitch. First things first, bitch, let's get the shebang out the way. Oh. Oh. No mames. Okay. Bitch, I didn't come here to play. If you don't do brows first, I don't know if I could trust you. But my first step in my routine is the brows. And you guys always ask me what brow gel I use. Where'd she go? I go in with the e.l.f. Not she a little dirty. I never claimed to be a clean girl, okay? But I start off with the e.l.f. laminating gel. This is my favorite brow gel. Let me zoom y'all bitches in a little bit. Hello? Okay, since I'm not using my front camera, I can zoom y'all in. But what I do is I really coat the brows in gel. I go back and forth to both brows. And I did a little highlight earlier because I did a makeup, no makeup look. Just don't worry about it. Just ignore it. Act like if it wasn't there, just like your ex, bitch. And before you brush them into place, bitch, let them dry for a little bit. And what I love about this product is basically like 2 products in one. It comes with a brow gel and then it also has a brow brush, a little like spoolie kind of thing. And this one's my favorite. So what I do is brush them up once they're a little dry. And then I take my finger and flatten them out. And now you can go in and brush them into place. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to cover y'all. There you go. You see the difference? Like, it's night and day. Bitch, this pelito is getting on my fucking nerves. Bitch, my brows don't look the same, but they're not sister. They're like fraternal twins or something. Now, don't call me dirty, but I just take a Q-tip and clean up the excess brow gel. That way it doesn't look crusty dusty once I apply my foundation. It's giving Mrs. Potato Head. My eye is a little lopsided. We're just gonna blame it on the camera. So once the brows are set, I go in with this NYX Epic Liner in the shade Graham Cracker. Graham Cracker is a liquid liner, but since my hair is like a ginger, I like to fill my brows in like a light brown. So I really like this one. I haven't found a brow pomade I really like or a brow pencil, but this one works great. And I was bleaching my brows for like a while to match my hair color, and they looked good when I had makeup on, but without makeup, bitch, I looked like a crackhead and I was tired of it. So I just started using a lighter shade to fill in my brows. I feel like this works really good without having to look like a crackhead without makeup. I just look like a normal person now. We want a sharp brow, so we're gonna go ahead and clean them up. You don't have to do this step if you don't like a really sharp brow, but baby, I do. So what I do to carve them out, I use the Huda Beauty concealer in the shade 1.7B Honey, and then this little brush from Miss A, it's the E122, and then I just start to carve it out like that. And I also carve the top of my brows, but I do it with my foundation. So we're just going to do the bottom for right now. I don't know if I'm being delusional or I'm actually having a good brow day, but this is what they look like after I clean them up. Low-key, they're looking like sisters. It's time to prep and prime. I recently just bought this little baby right here, and I have been loving her, but we're gonna stick to my tried and true. This is the best duo out there. I usually do the pore primer first, and I like the liquid one. I feel like it works better. It's not as messy. Let me take my nose ring out. Okay, and then I usually tug this one in. That way I don't get no foundation and stuff on it. So I take it under my eyes. I feel like whenever I use pore primer under my eyes, it really helps with the creasing. I don't know if I just made that up, but I really feel like it does. Under the eye, on my nose, and on my chin. And really work it in there. A lot of people don't believe in prepping, but I really feel like this is what makes my makeup last. Now I take the e.l.f. Power Grip, and baby, she's running a little low, but there's still some in there. I take, I think, 2 pumps, spread it around, and then I put this on my whole entire face. She a better gripper than me. For foundation, my two holy grail foundations are the Milani 2-in-1 and the House Lab foundation. This one's in the shade 300 and this one's in the shade 06 Sand Beige. I'm not gonna lie though, I think I love my Milani 2-in-1 a little more, so we're gonna use her today. I don't know what it is about this foundation, the coverage, the finish, and the longevity on my skin. I just love it. So if you are normal to combination skin, please try this. It's so good. Literally so good. Now I'm dick riding Milani, but seriously, I love it. Put it on my powder like this. Since we're moving on to foundation, we're gonna go ahead and conceal the top of our brows. You see how natural it is, and it kind of blends into your skin instead of looking like I feel like when you do it with concealer, it's just like it looks like you have a concealer unibrow. Do you know what I'm talking about? I hate when like girls have that concealer unibrow. No hate. Just take my foundation and this little Temu brush. Bitch, don't ask me the name of this. I got it from Temu. It came in a little brush kit, and this is literally the only one I like kept. I usually paint it on my face and then go in and blend it. I don't know if this does anything, but for me, I feel like it gives me better coverage. No, mom, is that bitch trying to run away from me? She's tired. She's tired and worn out. I literally have had this brush for like 2 years, but bitch, I use her every day. If you're a natural girly, this is not the tutorial for you. I like me a full coverage, full glam at all times. Even if I'm gonna go sit on the couch, baby, I want a full glam. I just never been a natural girly, and every time I'm like, I'm gonna do a little natural look, it never looks natural, baby. It's always full coverage. Let's not forget this 5 head. Oh, and bitch, don't forget the neck. I want our head to look a different color as our body. And I know this foundation looks a little crazy and yellow, but don't worry. Once we apply our other products, it's going to blend in and it's going to look hermosa. Where's my esponja? To blend out my foundation, I know she looks a little dirty, but baby, she's just love. I just used this little powder puff I got from Miniso. Miss A also has similar puffs. Your fingers literally go on here and you just go to town. Pound town. I used to buy like the beauty blenders and the Real Technique blenders, but this is just so much easier to use. And just look at the way it blends my products in. It literally melts my foundation into my skin. Bitch, look at how beautiful that foundation just lays on my skin. And it's like a satin finish. It's not too matte and it's not too dewy. I go in with my liquid bronzer. I use the Rare Booty and the shade Always Sunny. This, oh my god, I literally bought it only a couple months ago, and baby, she's almost gone. This is how much I love her. Miss Selena Gomez really put her whole cooter in this. Like, she is just so creamy. I'm definitely going to be repurchasing her. I really do love her. To blend her out, I use the Real Techniques brush in 204. You see how flawless that blends? Immaculate. Amazing. Bitch, why does it look like we got a taper fade? I'm doing this in my mumu because I'm literally doing my makeup for you. I'm doing this because you bitches requested this. I'm literally putting this makeup on, then taking it off and taking my ass to bed. Take one of these, like, what would you call this? It's like a little blending brush, a little eyeshadow blending brush, and that's what I blend my liquid bronzer on my nose with. And I just take her up. Oh! Now I almost forgot the fucking egg, bitch. We can't forget that. Key to flawless makeup, blend. Take your time blending, bitch. Even if it takes 10 minutes to blend, just blend. You don't want all these harsh, ugly lines. Now that that's blended, I like to do blush first. For blush today, we're taking the liquid blush by Juvia's Place and Blush Lily. She's like a really light purple. She's so pretty. It's either purple or like a pussy pink. I'm not quite sure. You really don't have to put this much, but I have a little disclaimer. I suffer from blush blindness. If you don't, just put a little bit. But I like this much, okay? The Real Techniques 204. And I kind of like dragging it under my eye because once I put the concealer on, it really just brightens up my under eye. We want to look woke. Even if we're depressed, even if we're going through the worst shit, bitch, the show must go on. My favorite part of my makeup routine, it's gonna have to be blush. Don't need to fear, concealer is here. I'm just gonna take the Huda Beauty in 1.7B again. And then I do a little under my eyes, a little on the nose. Can't forget the forehead and the chin. Wait, bitch, before you even think to blend it out, you want to wait a little bit, let it dry so you can get maximum coverage, and then you blend. That has been drying for a little bit. I take this is the Real Techniques brush in 402, and then I kind of blend it out a little bit. And you see how the blush and the concealer are blending into each other, and it's kind of giving that blush at airbrush look. That's what we want. That's exactly what we want. The nose, I like to do it with my finger, because I feel like if I ever do it with the brush or the sponge, it kind of gets everywhere, and I like it in a certain spot. But I swear, with this concealer, my eyes do not crease. And I have tried literally everything. Everybody was like raving about the Hourglass concealer, I feel like not too long ago. And I bought it and I hated it. Also, the Too Faced concealer, it just does not work with my under eyes. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's because I have combination skin, but it literally cracks so bad. I always go back in with my little blender to make sure I blended everything very good and it doesn't look like crazy or patchy. 6'2" long, like a fly wide boy. Let me talk my shit. It's time to set. And baby, when I say set, I set the fuck out of my face. For powders, I take the Huda Beauty in Pound Cake, and then I also use the Maybelline Fit Me pressed powder in translucent. First, we're gonna do our pressed powder, and I'm just gonna take a little powder puff. Now my culito hairs on it. I always go ahead and make sure the under eyes are blended very well, and then I go in with my pressed powder. And look at that difference. And I feel like this is my secret weapon for my under eyes not to crease. Ever since I started using this Maybelline Fit Me, it literally brightens my eyes and it makes my under eyes look super smooth. Once we got our pressed powder on, we're gonna go in with our loose powder. And baby, I put this everywhere. Take the powder, pat off the excess, and just start setting my face. Go ahead and bake my nose a little bit. And honestly, this is the first round of baking for my nose. And like for my contour, I usually go ahead and bake my contour and nose one more time after I apply my bronzer. Don't forget about them greasy ass eyelids. If you bitches have any recommendations for greasy eyelids, please give them to me. Because my eyelids, no matter how much I set them, they always tend to get greasy. Oh, I don't have mocos, bitch. I'm just a little itchy. So we're going to do our powder bronzer. This is my favorite powder bronzer. Is the Hoola bronzer in caramel. And you can take any angled brush. I'm just using the F14. I got it from Miss A. I really like a bronzy face, so I packed this on. When it comes to bronzer and blush, bitch, don't be shy. Put some more. And just when you think you're done, add more. I like to take a little bit of my Huda Beauty powder. That way I can really cut that bronzer and make it super sharp. And then I let this bake for only a couple seconds. Take the Miss A F19, and I'm gonna go ahead and take this powder off with a big old fluffy brush. What the fuck? Why are pelos all over these? Wipe the bake off the bronze part. I take this brush by Miss A again. Sorry, I'm a cheap hoe. It's the E145. It's like a flat brush like this. And I use the same exact bronzer I use for my whole face, the Hoola Caramel. I dip in there. And I do a line under my nose. And a line right across my nose like this, and then 2 parallel lines right next to each other. It's basically mathematics. And now I just blend these lines up and connect these lines to make kind of like a little fake cupid. Well, not Cupid's bow. What is that called? Blend it up to my brows. I feel like it makes it look more seamless and not as like crazy. And even if you look at it from the side, like it doesn't look crazy. Bake her, that way it's not too harsh. This kind of softens everything up. Let this sit for about 10, I would say about 10 seconds, and then we can wipe it off. And wipe it off. Dr. Miami who? Dr. Miami who? Oh, don't look at that, miss. Eyes right here. Now it's time for my favorite part, blush. And y'all bitches know I have blush blindness. So if you don't like this much blush, you don't have to do this much blush. But just look at her. It's the Juvia's Place Volume 4. She's literally my go-to, and I think I wear her literally 365 days out of the year. Like, this is my go-to. This is who I always reach for. And if I'm not wearing her, it's always going to be the One Size Beauty, the Cheek Clapper, and Attention Seeker. It's literally my favorite blushes. I have Volume 4, Volume 5, Volume 6, and I think Volume 3 or something. I don't know, but I literally have almost all of their blushes. And bitch, I think Juvia's Place is literally one of my favorite like lower end brands. I know it's not drugstore. I know she's a little pricey, but baby, she's definitely worth it. I have repurchased this blush twice already, not because I used it all, but because I lost them. But I literally have been using this one for a year, and I have not even made a dent in her. For a blush brush, I'm just using this little brush. It doesn't have a name on it, so I can't tell you what brush it is, but I just take like a brush like this. I do use both colors. I take the baby pink and I really get in there and then just dip a little bit in the hot pink. I also like to place my blush closer to my temples because, baby, don't nobody want no saggy cheeks around here. So I feel like when you place your blush higher, it kind of lifts your face. It kind of gives you a facelift without having to get one. And it just looks better because I used to wear my blush down here and it really just sagged my face down. So I feel like when you place it closer to like your temple and a little higher on your face, it really lifts your face and it just looks better. It just gives like Bella Hadid, like, you know. Bitch, the blush blindness is serious. I literally can't put the blush down. Put it down, bitch. Put it down. But anyways, we can't forget the nose. I use like a smaller brush for my nose. I take the same two colors and I literally just put it on the tip of my nose. I feel like it gives it a very cutesy look. It kind of makes me feel like Bambi or something. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it, but I need blush on my nose. See, here we go again. Here we go again, bitch. I said I was done putting blush on, but just can't stop. And I can't stop. And I won't stop. Okay. She's looking a little crazy, so I'm going to go back in with my Maybelline Fit Me and Translucent. And I'm just going to apply a little under the eye and on the blush itself to kind of calm it down a little bit. I had to delete my Chipotle app, my Chick-fil-A app, because I had no storage in my phone. For my nose highlight, I literally use, what the fuck am I saying? Now for my nose highlight, I use the Juvia's Place liquid shadow in the shade Fula. I only use this on my nose, and for the rest of my face I use a different highlight. I like a very 2016 highlight. I want it on. I want it to be seen, and I want it to be blinding, baby. But I live in y'all bitches' future. And boop, a little bit on the bridge of my nose and a little bit on the tip of my nose, and I just blend it with my finger. Do you see her? She's there. She's very blinding. This Prismatic Glow by Butterfly Effect palette. Just look at how pretty she is. Lately, I've been reaching more for her. So today, I think we're going to use her. And this is from a small business. But, baby, I need you to see this pigment. And I'm just going to use one of these little fan brushes to mix a little bit of everything in there. Bitch, are you seeing that? Are you fucking seeing that? For the eyes, all I really do is take the NYX Jumbo pencil the NYX Jumbo Liner Pencil in the shade Milk. And I always line my waterline with white. I can't do black liner because it makes my eyes small, and I feel like my eyes are already pretty small. So I really like a white liner to really open up my eyes. I go in with my favorite mascara. It's this Mexican mascara, the Brosa microfiber one, the grade tube. It's time to set our face. I usually like to take a dewy setting mist, and I'm using the Catrice Dewy Glow Fixing Spray. And my all-time favorite, I would literally sell my left lip for, is the Milani Make It Last. First, I go in with my dewy spray. And maybe you want to sit the fuck out of your face. That one first. Now we go in with the Milani Make It Last. And I feel like this is really what seals my makeup in and makes it last. I want my face to look wet. I might have went a little bit overboard. But once the face is dry, it just melts everything together. And it looks so much more flawless with like a little glow, but not too much glow. Because I already have like a oily T-zone, so baby, I don't want it to be greasy, but I wanted to have like a little healthy glow to it. And I feel like this also makes my highlight not look as chalky and like crazy. Now to finish our makeup routine up, we're gonna do our lips. And this is my go-to lip routine. I take the NYX Line Loud Liner and Rebel Kind and line my lips. Every time I have this lip combo on, I feel like the baddest bitch. I feel like I can like conquer the fucking world. Who runs the world, girls? Who run the world, girls? Who run the motherfucking world? I'm so glad I don't have to put lashes on, because bitch, if I had to put lashes on, we would have been here for like, not the ghost trying to get a revenge on me. Bitch, please. Please. I'm always one step ahead. I go in with my favorite soft matte lip cream in London. We're gonna take this right in the middle and make sure we don't lose that lip line. Go. 9 times out of 10, if you see me with the lip combo, it's always gonna be these two. They're like my holy grail lip combo, and it just always eats. Sometimes I'll add a gloss on top, but if you want a long-lasting lip combo, go with the matte lip combo. And this one, for all my morenitas, this one's the one. For my finishing touches, I just like to add a couple moles. I don't really have any moles, but I like the look of them. So I always want to add one on my nose. There's something about fake moles. I just love them. Now let's see if the bangs are ready. They are. And bitch, this is the finished look. This is my go-to makeup tutorial. And it's gonna eat down every time. And just look at how flawless that looks. Pores where, bitch? Now let me take you bitches up close so y'all could really see the base. Obviously, I have texture like it's skin. Like, bitch, I'm a normal human being. But yeah, bitch, that's it. That's all. Don't say I never did nothing for you. You welcome. I don't want to see no crusty, dusty base anymore. Bitch, don't forget to like and subscribe.